What's going on, everybody? Got another story, man, about another fight, man. Like, niggas was in EHT. I was dealing with this chick Star at the time. I had just got this little settlement money. I had got a settlement, and so I'm running around, just doing all kinds of shit, right? Hella drugs on me. I'm wilding. I got wild bread, hella drugs on me. I got like 5 bands and like an ounce of coke in my pocket. Like, not soft, nigga. This shit was hard. This shit was rocked up. All of that shit on me. So we go. It was this store, Cumberland Farms, that we used to always go to. We always go to the store, Cumberland Farms, niggas getting loosies and shit like that. So, you know, even though I had my bread, I still wasn't buying whole packs of cigarettes. I was just getting loosies and shit. So, but at this time, there's this dude, Adam. Everybody around the way should know Adam Rosen. I think it was his last name was Rosen. So I'm about to go serve Adam and shit, but in there though, like I wasn't gonna do it outside. That was the whole point of me really coming to the store. I was gonna get some loosies while I served him there. So, nigga, I go meet him in there. So we go to the back of the store. Go ahead, bro. Yeah, what the fuck is going on over here? So I go to the back of the store. We over there by the sodas and shit. So I serve them. So you know how stores got that big ass mirror, that big circle mirror in the corner of the store. So instead of having a camera, they got a mirror so that they can see back there, see what everybody doing and shit. So I'm not thinking about this shit. I'm just trying to bust this trap. And I do it all the time. Like everybody else, this dude was new. Everybody else that go in that store know me. Like I was pimping and everything at the time. Like them niggas in that store, I used to drop hoes off to their house. Like, so I knew Ali and all them niggas like on a personal level and shit. So they didn't give a fuck about me coming in there busting traps and all this other shit, because I used to bring hoes to the store and they would lock the door and do their thing in there while I'm sitting outside waiting on them to come back outside and shit. You know what I mean? So we can go back to whatever we was doing and shit. They was quick style. I come in there, do my thing. You know what I mean? And, you know, that's a big thing in Jersey. Niggas be having connections with store owners and shit like that. So niggas be standing out front, trapping all day long. Don't go nowhere. You know what I mean? Niggas fuck around, had the drugs stashed in the store. You know what I mean? And we just break the stores off. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Throw them something for the day. You know what I mean? Everything's smooth. So this nigga like, hey, yo, y'all two back there? Get the fuck out the store. So look at this nigga like, who the fuck is he talking to? I know good and goddamn well he not talking to me like that and shit. So I don't even pay no mind, because I know for a fact he not talking to me. And he not even looking at me. You know what I mean? When I look over the chips and shit. So I go to the front of after I bust the move and shit, I go to the front of the store. I get up there. I'm like, yo, let me get 4 loosies and shit. This nigga's like, yo, y'all two, get out of here. Y'all not welcome here no more. I'm like, yo, who the fuck is you talking to, my nigga? Do you know who the fuck you talking to? He's like, yeah, it don't fucking matter who the fuck I'm talking to. I'm like, you know what? I'm not going back and forth with you. Come outside, my nigga. I mean, we about to clear the air right now, because that clearly you don't know who the fuck you talking to. So we about to go clear the air right now and shit. He grab a pipe and come out front. So I'm standing out front. I'm like, man, put that pipe down, my nigga. So he's saying whatever he's saying, but I'm already mad. So, you know, a lot of the times when I tell a story, bro, you know, it's not full of detail like that, because at some point I probably got mad and now, you know, I'm kind of incoherent, nigga. I see red type shit. So, I mean, niggas black out. So, only thing I remember was after him saying whatever he said, he spit on the ground near me. Like, you know what I mean? You know how niggas try to be disrespectful. Instead of spitting on you, they'll spit near you, like, you know what I'm saying? Like on some, man, fuck. Like on some shit like that. My girl sitting in the car, starts sitting right in the car right next to us and shit. So he opens the door. He got the pipe in his hand. He opens the door like he about to walk in there as he spit. Like, I just said, fuck it. I ran up. I put this arm up like that because if he swung it, I was going to catch that bitch. Like, you know what I mean? And I was blocking my face, and, you know what I mean, I was willing to take it right here because that was the only shot he was going to get. I was going to catch that bitch, and, you know what I mean? But he never swung it because I guess he didn't think that I was going to hit this nigga. So as soon as I run up on him, sneak the shit out this nigga. He left his shit wide open. Sneak this nigga. He dropped the pipe. He all up against the door now, and I didn't know the door can get pushed that far. Like, that shit opened wide up, bro. Opened it, made this weird ass noise and shit. So he against the door, boom. So now that he against the door opens all the way up. So he's still against the door, and he like damn near on his knees and shit with his back against the store now. Like, he's still on the door, but the door is on the store the big window right there. So now he right there. So I'm handling this nigga. Boom, 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 boom. So he like crawl into the store. I kick him right in his ass. Dude, this nigga slid on the floor a little bit. Then he gets up. Now he gets up and shit. So he trying to swing and shit. So I'm smacking shit out the way. Shh, shh, shh. Hit this nigga with an elbow. That elbow handled that nigga. That elbow was it. Boom, that nigga dropped and shit. So there was another nigga behind the counter. Knew me very well. He knew me very well. I never had to do anything like this in front of these niggas. We was always cool. Everything was everything. You know what I mean? I never had any problems with anybody in this store, bro. So he coming around the register now. So I'm thinking this nigga is about to try to do something to me because this is people. So I'm thinking they all related. I'm thinking this is a store owned by a family because usually this is how it goes. So he comes around the register and shit. So I'm trying to pack this nigga up in the freezer now. So I pick him up, stand him up, slide the freezer open, put half his body in there. I'm trying to get the rest of him in the freezer. So this nigga's up to his waist up is in the freezer and shit, right? This nigga's all on top of the ice cream and shit, and I'm still trying to stuff the rest of him in that motherfucker and shit. Got the whole this shit open, stuffing this nigga in there and shit. Fucking the big dude came in and he put his arm up like, you know what I mean, like, yo, chill. Everything cool, bro. Everything cool. Shit. So he stopped me from stuffing this nigga in there because all I had to do was put the rest of his legs in that bitch. Boom. So I leave and shit. I mean, I go outside and shit. I get in the car, start. Boom. I had just bought this all white Champion hoodie. So right after we leave there, so she like, man, we gotta get the fuck out of here. Boom. We go, and I believe this was New Year's Eve and shit. So we go all the way to the Tropicana in Atlantic City and shit. We park up, we walking and shit. Boom. As soon as we get out front of the Trop to go inside, to go up the escalators and shit, it's wild people out front. So we like, yo, what the fuck is going on here? Police and shit. And then as we start walking towards the entrance, we see these girls. So obviously they were fighting. And I get there after a motherfucker gets pepper sprayed and shit. So mind you, this is an all white hoodie. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. After this nigga, you know, cause he's like trying to grab me and shit while I'm fighting him and shit. Somehow he rips my hoodie. So now I got a big ass rip, and it's ripped open and it's like the flaps hanging down and shit. So anyway, back to the story. Shorty, she grabs me like she grabs me on my arms and shit, on my arm, and like puts her face into my fucking hoodie right here. So the same arm that this nigga ripped is the same arm she grinds her face into to try to rub the mace out of her face because they maced her ass and shit. So now I got mace all over my shit right here, yo. So now my shit a little scratchy now and shit, man. Mad as hell. I mushed this bitch. I mush her all the way to the ground. The fuck off me. What the fuck is wrong with you, man? So I keep walking. I don't even know that the mace is all on my shit, bro. I try to go in the bathroom to wash my hands to get the mace off my hands and shit, and come to find out, I see it all over my goddamn hoodie and shit. But I ain't let that stop my night. I keep on going and shit. Go in there, gamble. I lose like $500 in that bitch, bro. I ain't win nothing. Lose like $500. I'll be right back at y'all, man.